Well, we're here where it all started with all this goddamn lore, with all this goddamn Freddy Fazbear horror. But we're also where it started for a grand sum of YouTubers, because I'm not gonna lie, this video is going to be the absolute goodbye, send off, thank you, and good night video that I'll be making for the one and the only MatPat. So, with that being said, hello, Legend here. Welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted for the Xbox One, the Flat Edition. And today we'll be talking about the one and the only retiring, an incredible YouTuber, theorizer, and absolute star above heaven himself, MatPat. For anyone who's not knowledgeable, MatPat is the guy who runs the channel Game Theory, or at least he was the guy who's running Game Theory. He has announced that he is retiring as the main face from Game Theory, as he'll be stepping down. So that way, he's I don't know what you want to say, partners, his friends, his allies, his everyday common theorists can run the channel with and for him. Well, primarily with him. He's kind of just stepping into the background so that way he can still do his job. Because you have to think about it. His channel is still, technically speaking, his job. He's just no longer going to be the face of it. He's still going to work on theories and help them out with stuff. He's just not going to be the one to run everything because, well, the man's got a kid now. The man's got life. The man has other higher responsibilities that he believes are more important than YouTube. And I think we all agree with him that they are more important to him. Don't get me wrong. I want to say this here now. I love MatPat. His theories have been absolutely both A, entertaining, B, concerning, very concerning at times. Sans' Ness is definitely one of the more concerning theories I think I've ever had to watch on his channel. But they've been an absolute blast to experience since he started his YouTube channel in 2011. I think, I did the math earlier, I could be wrong, but I think in 2011 I was like 9 years old, so I wasn't even allowed to watch YouTube videos back at that time period. But when Five Nights at Freddy's came out in 2014, I got into his channel. I got into Markiplier's channel. I got into a grand proportion of the internet at that time, which has really propelled me into liking YouTube and wanting to be a YouTuber. Don't get me wrong, I still saw other YouTubers like Sky Does Minecraft, Venturian Tale, Stampy Cat, Dan the Diamond Minecart, everyone. I saw everyone. Vanoss Gaming even. I saw and experienced bits and pieces of everything. And I'm now getting to that point in my life in which I'm still watching them, and I'm now realizing they're getting older. They're getting to that point where they realize, hey, I have other responsibilities now. This year alone has had multiple YouTubers say, fuck it, I'm retiring. We had, what was it, Captain Sparkles, Tom Scott. We had Moose Knuckle from the Vanoss Gaming crew announce his, not necessarily retirement, but technically we're a step away from YouTube main time. He will upload videos every now and then. He's just, leaving YouTube as a whole. He's gonna go get an actual job just to support his family because YouTube is stressful, and I may not be on the same level of many other YouTubers to say, oh yeah, I agree, YouTube is stressful, this is a pain, this is one of the biggest difficulties of my entire life and career. Not really. I can't say that stuff. I make YouTube videos just for fun. I don't have enough subscribers or viewers to say I make a dime off of anything I do. This is just a hobby that I gravely appreciate doing. And it's my appreciation for this hobby that makes me want to make this video and say thank you. Because MatPat, Moose Knuckle, Nogla, Nogla just made his announcement saying he's going to take a step back from hanging out with the Vanoss Gaming crew because he has other responsibilities. Everyone's growing up. Everyone's getting to this point in which the grind for YouTube itself has become so stressful that they don't want to keep doing this anymore, or that they can't manage their life and this YouTube popularity game 24/7. And that sucks, but at the same time, that's kind of at the phase of life that we're at. We're all growing up now. MatPat has been doing this for a third of his life. He's been doing this for since 2011. Guys, it's 2024. He's been doing this for over 10 years. God, I can imagine how much this has driven him crazy. I can only imagine how maddening this must be for this mate. And he's profited in so many different ways, in numerous amounts of effects that I don't think anyone has ever registered. Anyone saying, but that's just a theory, a game theory, that refers back to MatPat. Everyone saying something stupid like the lore or Music Man, it goes back to MatPat. Everything that has ever, oh my god, everything that MatPat has started has butterfly affected to being this mass effect of something incredible that I don't think even he saw coming, of looking at the most minute details, looking into the game code, game structure, figuring out different types of code and ways to find the most simplistic answers to the most benign questions that no one ever thought to themselves, oh yeah, that seems like an interesting question. Who is the weirdest Five Nights at Freddy's character? What is Fazgoo? Who is Bonnie, actually? Because Bonnie clearly shouldn't be part of the Five Nights at Freddy's crew, or shit like that, you know? This man has come out of the absolute goddamn blue and has made an absolute mess on YouTube. One of the greatest, most theoretical, most questionable, most idealable mess ever known to man. Because now I'm one of the people that enjoy this mess so much that I can't go 5 minutes without questioning stuff and then pulling the most random evidence out of the game, out of a book, out of a movie, out of anywhere, and thinking, this is perfect. This supports the idea that of which I'm trying to go for, and it fits the puzzle pieces perfectly to make this master craftsman build of a puzzle fit perfectly into the idea of what's going on and how it works, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This puzzle is no longer a puzzle. It's now a fucking Lego brick house build, and it looks beautiful, and it makes sense because the evidence that I found for this random ass question, that makes no fucking sense. And God, that is so genuinely amazing and scary. When I say MatPat did that, well, I can't say he himself did that. He's had a lot of support. He's had a lot of help. He has not been the only theorizer out there. He's not been the only theory channel out there, but he has been, I dare say, with the biggest heart I could ever conjure in my life. He is definitely the biggest. He is definitely the most influential. He is definitely one of the greatest theory channels out there. And MatPat, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, it's gonna suck seeing you go. But it's also going to be the best outcome for everyone. Because I don't want things to come to the point in which your channel gets in the way of your family. Your channel gets in the way of you and your son, of your wife, of everything that you stand for. I don't want the making of greatness to also be the downfall of a great being. And with that being said, I have to say, MatPat, thank you so much for everything you've done. So thank you for making your channel the way that it is. Thank you for making incredible content. Thank you for supporting so many people and in the pursuit of fighting many different battles, cancer, illness, sickness, Fazgoo. It has been an absolute blast, and I could not say this more. Thank you so much for everything you've done, and I cannot wait to see what your channel has in store when you're not there, or at least when you're not primarily in the episode. And as a shout out, we all will realize that MatPat will make appearances every now and then. He's just not going to be the main face of the show. So, as a final send-off, I wanted to make this video in Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted because, sadly, it's the only Fnaf game I have on Xbox. It is the only Fnaf game I have on Xbox. It is the perfect theoretical atmosphere for this environment. It's the game that started off a grand slam of many people's communities and channels. I dare say his channel, most importantly, because I think we can all agree, channels like Markiplier, Fnaf, Game Theory, God, they probably would not be as big as they are today if it was not for Scott Cawthon's decision to keep pushing to make Five Nights at Freddy's. I think we could all agree on that. Even MatPat's most recent theory and his last technical video theory on Game Theory, I'm saying theory a lot, dear Christ on stick. His most recent video has even stated that the butterfly effect is one hell of a thing. Because if it was not for the effect of Five Nights at Freddy's, we probably would not have as big of a butterfly effect as it is now. It went from multiple games of just one guy programming everything, making the art, making the design, to full-fledged games, 3D designs, voice actors being involved, being included. It came down from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4 to being Sister Location needing voice actors, to being Help Wanted needing Steel Wool Studios to produce more environments, to making a VR-themed game, to needing big game corporations say, hey, we need to create a mass 3D area for security breach, for companies and movie producers and script writers to make the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And that is an absolute hell of a butterfly effect theory, especially since it also affects other things like books and supporters and YouTubers and absolutely everything. This one game has done so much, absolutely so much, and no one really saw that coming. I don't think anyone could have seen that coming. And that is a beautiful thing. Which is why I'm making my thank you and goodbye video for MatPat in Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Honestly, with everything that's been going on, I myself have actually thought about making a few theory videos in honor of MatPat. Not necessarily specified to MatPat, but kind of like just saying, hello, this is a legendary theory, and today I'm going to be discussing this randomized bullshit. Because I've had some questions. I've had some questions up in my noggin that I've found evidence and proof to that no one else out there would think of. Sans is Ness, or Ness is Sans. It's a pretty good example of this bullshit. But I have no idea if I will progress on with that stuff in the future, just because as much as I really want to make theory videos, I don't also have a lot of ideas for theory videos. Neither do I have the technical ability to produce the same quality of video that, say, MatPat would. Or even, for that matter, any form of, like, evidence board. I can't even do that. Like, you guys have to understand, I use Twitch to upload my video. I use Twitch to technically record my videos, and I use YouTube and I use Twitch to like skim them down, trim them up, and then I download them and use YouTube to upload them. I'm not exactly in the best boat for making a theory video. It doesn't mean I definitely don't want to try, at least a few times. But yeah, MatPat has done an amazing job. He has affected many YouTubers. He has been a part of our lives. He has done so much for so many different people. And he has just been an absolute incredible person, channel, content creator. He's just been the greatest, best guy. And I cannot say this enough. And I cannot mean this more than what I'm about to say. From the absolute bottom of my heart, we're going to miss you. We love you. And you have been the best. And we could not have asked for more. And one last time. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thank you, MatPat, for so much. And I think I'm just going to end it off on that. I think that's where all I want to leave it off at. And as always, I'll see you, legendary players, in next video. Bye-bye. Bye, MatPat. Thank you for so much.